This time, Trump is really losing his cool. He's even set a rare deadline. If Russia and Ukraine don't reach a ceasefire within 50 days, the US will impose a 100% tariff on Russia and slap punitive tariff sanctions on all countries that purchase Russian energy. China, India, and Turkey. Now Trump has dragged all of them into this high-stakes gamble. Faced with America's threats and enticements, who will be the first to betray? According to data released by Russia, the trade volume between Russia and the US in 2024 is only $3.1 billion. That accounts for just 0.06% of America's total foreign trade. A 100% tariff sounds intimidating, but for Putin, it's just a tickle. Trump's real target isn't that $3.1 billion at all, it's those tens of billions in major energy deals. Ever since the Russia-Ukraine conflict broke out, the EU's imports of Russian energy have plummeted from 40 to 45% before the war to just 4 to 5% now. Putin's energy empire is on the verge of collapse, but Asian buyers stepped in at a critical moment. China now accounts for 45 to 50% of Russia's energy exports, contributing tens of billions of dollars each year. India, meanwhile, has rocketed from just 2% before the war to 40% now, an explosive increase. Turkey is also not to be outdone, with its imports of Russian crude oil in 2022 showing a significant increase compared to 2021. This money is Putin's lifeline. This time, Trump isn't just trying to take a piece out of Russia, he wants to cut off Putin's blood supply. In the face of Trump's threats, the reactions of these three countries are completely different. China's stance is the clearest. If we need to buy, we'll keep buying. In 2024, China's total imports of oil from Russia, it reached 108.47 million tons. This isn't just a business transaction, it's a long-term strategic partnership. The China-Russia oil pipeline is backed by agreements and political trust. If Trump wants China to cut supply, there's no way. Right now, Turkey is in the most awkward position. Erdogan is truly caught in a dilemma right now. On one side is NATO ally the United States, and on the other is his energy supplier, Russia. By November 2022, oil from Russia already accounted for 80% of Turkey's imports. But Turkey also has its own little calculations. With so many oil-producing countries in the Middle East, if Russian supplies were really cut off, at worst, they could just turn to Saudi Arabia or Iraq. After all, Turkey has plenty of friends in the Middle East and no shortage of auctions. India's stance is the most subtle. They've already started to change their mind. In December 2024, India's imports of oil from Russia dropped to their lowest level since last December. People from Indian oil companies put it bluntly, Middle Eastern oil supplies are stable, and the transport distance is much shorter. The costs are lower. The implication is clear, Russia's cost-performance advantage in oil is fading, and besides, India also has political considerations. The Modi government has always tried to maintain a balance between the US and Russia, but this time Trump is clearly forcing them to pick a side. Rather than taking hits passively, it's better to make proactive adjustments. Based on the current situation, India is most likely to be the first domino to fall. The reason is simple, India is already taking action. The data doesn't lie, declining import volumes are the best proof. The Modi government is smart. Rather than waiting for Trump to bring down the hammer, it's better to be prepared in advance. Besides, India has the confidence to do so. As the world's third-largest oil consumer, India has enough clout in the international energy market. Middle Eastern oil-producing countries are lining up to sell to India, so there's no worry about finding alternative sources. China, on the other hand, definitely won't compromise easily. The relationship between China and Russia is no longer just a simple buyer-seller relationship. Instead, it's a comprehensive strategic partnership. Unless Trump has something even more powerful than tariffs up his sleeve, China won't easily change its stance. But if Trump really did have another card to play, he probably would have used it already, rather than waiting until now. Turkey might waver for a while in the middle. Ultimately, its choice will depend on what kind of alternative the United States can offer. Trump's move of setting a 50-day deadline is certainly ruthless, but whether it will work out as he hopes is still a question mark. If India really does significantly cut back on its imports of Russian energy, will other buyers follow suit, and will Putin's cash flow be cut off? Life is definitely getting tougher and tougher for Putin right now.